Why FREENBECKY will always be iconic. Some duos shine for a moment. Some become fan favorites for a year. But very rarely does a pairing become something bigger. Something emotional, cultural, and unforgettable. Freen Sorocha and Becky Armstrong, known globally as FREENBECKY, didn't just rise together. They defined an era. They shifted a genre. They created a bond that millions could feel. They are not iconic by accident. They are iconic because everything about their journey, on screen and off screen, felt like fate unfolding in real time. Here's the full breakdown of why FREENBECKY will always remain iconic, no matter what time, distance, or careers bring. Their chemistry wasn't just good, it was otherworldly. Most actors learn chemistry. Some practice it. Few discover it naturally. But Freen and Becky, they had a connection that felt pre-existing. Like two energies that were always meant to collide. Their scenes were not just romantic. They were electric, gentle, and emotionally layered. Fans describe it as love you can feel even without dialogue. A connection that exists even in silence. Chemistry that hits different from anything I've seen. Their eye contact carried meaning. Their pauses were charged. Their emotions felt raw. It wasn't simply acting. It was connection turned into art. And that level of chemistry becomes timeless. They changed the GL landscape forever. Before their rise, the GL genre was smaller, softer, less mainstream. Then Freen and Becky arrived, and everything changed. They brought international attention to GL romance. Opened doors for global GL representation. Showed the world how powerful and emotional women's love stories can be. Created one of the most influential GL fandoms in Asia. They weren't just actresses playing a role. They became pioneers. Many fans say, they made me fall in love with the GL genre. Their impact on representation is already history. And history is what makes a pair iconic. Their off-screen bond felt real in a way no script could explain. One thing fans always point out. You can't fake unplanned moments. When Freen and Becky interact off-screen, everything feels comfortable, natural, intuitive, unforced. The way they sit close without noticing, touch casually like it's routine, lean on each other, whisper quietly, look at one another with softness. These aren't gestures created for the camera. They are instincts, the kind you show only with someone you trust deeply. That authenticity is what made fans emotionally attached. Because genuine connection is rare. And rare is always iconic. Their protective energy is the heart of their dynamic. Every iconic duo has a signature. FREENBECKY's signature. Soft protectiveness. Freen. Guides Becky gently. Shields her from crowds. Fixes her clothes without being asked. Watches her movements instinctively. Becky. Softens around Freen. Listens to her quietly. Lets Freen lead when needed. Lights up when Freen enters the room. This dynamic, caring, warm, balanced, created a sense of they're perfect together. Not romantically perfect. Not professionally perfect. But soul comfort perfect. People don't forget bonds like that. They built a global fandom unlike anything else. To be iconic, you must inspire loyalty. FREENBECKY inspired unity. Their fans are worldwide. Thailand, Philippines, Nigeria, Brazil, Korea, Mexico, Europe, Middle East, South America. Different cultures, different languages, same emotional connection. This isn't accidental popularity. This is global resonance. Millions of people didn't just watch them. They felt them. This kind of global reaction happens once in a generation. Even their smallest moments go viral. Only icons have this effect. Freen and Becky don't need major scandals or big announcements to trend. Their tiny interactions can go viral. A glance, smile, shared laugh, a hand behind the back, a whispered comment. These become edits, compilations, fan theories, trending hashtags, emotional tweets. Their moments live forever, because fans aren't watching for drama. They're watching for love, comfort, connection, and sincerity. That's rare. And rare moments stay relevant for years. They became more than a ship. They became a symbol. FREENBECKY represents different things to different people. Comfort. A representation. Oh. Gentle love. Safe connection. Authentic friendship. Emotional healing. Escapism. For some, they became the comfort duo they needed. For others, they became representation they never had before. For many, they showed what soft emotional bonding looks like. Symbols don't fade. They stay iconic because they stand for something bigger. Their impact on pop culture is already set in stone. No matter what. Careers evolve. Projects change. People grow. Time passes. Their era already happened. Their influence already spread. Their bond already touched millions. Even if life takes them in different directions, the legacy of FREENBECKY is unshakable. People will always look back and say, that era. That was magic. Cons don't need to be together forever. Cons only need to leave a mark. FREENBECKY's mark is deep, emotional, and unforgettable. They are timeless because what they shared felt real. The world doesn't fall in love with fakery. The world falls in love with truth. And FREENBECKY offered a real emotion, real connection, a real vulnerability, real comfort, real closeness. People sensed authenticity. People responded to sincerity. People connected to the bond, not the marketing. And that's why they will always remain iconic. Because real never gets replaced. The FREENBECKY legacy will live forever. Some duos become memories. Others become moments in time. Freen and Becky became history. A shared story that fans will revisit. A chemistry that future actresses will study. A phenomenon that future fans will discover. A connection that lives in clips, edits, and hearts. The world will always remember. The stares. The laughter. The comfort. The magic. Because what they created wasn't seasonal. It was emotional. It was cultural. It was iconic. And iconic lasts forever. Final words. Why will FREENBECKY always be iconic? Because they were more than a pairing. They were an era. Movement. Feeling. A connection that millions recognized instantly. A bond that spoke louder than words. A moment in entertainment that will always glow. FREENBECKY wasn't just watched. They were felt. And anything the world feels deeply becomes timeless.